Guys, tell me if you hear me. Tell me if you hear me. Do you have sound? Do we have sound? It sounds like there's sound. I restarted OBS. Then we can have some light. Oh my god, that is bright. Sorry guys. This software, streaming software, OBS, it's just I had to restart it. There's echo, but no echo now, yes? Evertuber. Yes, I had to kill this computer. Okay, how are you guys? I see a lot of people here. Gary. Oh my god, the chat is moving too fast. Let me go back. Boyan. Evertuber, Gary. Yes, Gary, now it has started. I had to reboot the software. Fedor, Boyan, Must, Solossi, sorry. Anneline, hello there. Yanni, Seven Notes, good evening there. And Sidant. Is it hot in Sweden? Yes, today it's very hot, actually. It's like, I don't know. But it's summer now, you know. The summer starts. Hello, Attila. Is it Attila or Attila? Probably the later. Bantu. Hi there. Do you have some coffee ready? Or maybe it's early where you are? So, what should we do today? Well, we should look at photos. And we shall look at your photos from the Facebook group. Is it cold in South Africa? Wow. Second. So it's not like Attila, it's more like Attila. Great, Attila. I will try to remember that. Hi from Virginia, Thomas, James. And we have Richard Budd in the house from the UK. Milk in the coffee. There's no milk in the coffee today. Crazy stuff going on here. Hello, Ali. Okay, guys, should we go over to the let me see. I have another tab here. And now you should see. Now I will, you know, I keep forgetting to switch back to Photoshop. So now I have like two. I have the main you saw before, and I have this one where we both have Facebook group images and also Photoshop. So there cannot be any screw up, hopefully. And we have Daniel from Costa Rica. Is it early in Costa Rica now? Probably. So let's take a look at the album I created. This is 10 new photos for today. Well, we have 10 a.m. Yes, you are almost. It's almost like California. I think it's 9 a.m. there. So it's early morning there. Okay, we have two from last. These two guys we didn't look at last time. Maybe I can increase the size a bit. Early bird, yes. And it's the watch and it's this ring. So I think we should start with them so we'll not forget about them. which one should we start with? Should we look at the watch, maybe? Sorry for you guys. In Sweden, we have this... I should not say it, but I would do it like this. Very strange. Swedish thing. Anna from Korea. Korea, isn't it super late there? Maybe it's so late, so it's like in the morning. Okay, welcome anyway, Anna. So, let me see. Where do we have? Richard, Bud, can you write in the comments? Just anything. Let me open up this watch. And let's drag it into Photoshop. Casio watch, wristwatch. And what do you say about this watch? Who was it from? I always forget. It's from Dodong de la Cruz. Yes. Ilya is here. Hi there. What do we think about this watch? Do we need to approve something here? I think I'm not so fond of... let me see. I'm not so fond of that it's cut off. A lot of this link below, and there is nothing on the top. It's just... Maybe it's just me, but I'm not so fond of this style. I like it to be... You see more of the strap. Link. You say link, yes, when it's metal. On the top there. I think it would be nicer. And one other thing, it's very bright at the top there. Up here. So if you go into camera raw, so yes, you see it's blown out. The light is very close, super bright at the top, and then it falls off. So I would recommend to block it a bit on the top there, so you get the same light on the top as you have down here. But first we can take down this highlight a bit. You don't have to have this blown out. I mean, I would take it down all the way for the top there. I think it's hard to save this part, but we can take it down just so you will get what I mean. What should I do? Now the whole watch is dark. Let me see. Let me take a copy. And then maybe we can select this subject. You hit W, and then you have this select item. It's like amazing, you know. Because we only want to brighten this, darken the watch. So I will invert the mask. So now only the watch is darker. And let me see, where is the mask? Need to fix this a bit. And actually it was only the top, but we can do like a... Maybe I can do a quick... So what do you guys say about? Do you like this watch photo, or should we improve some stuff? I also think I want to see the link on the top, and you don't have to have so much at the bottom, I think. And one other thing, I think you should, the hands, they are quite okay, but you can do better, I think. If you go to the official Casio page, you will find that, let me do a new layer, Shift, Command, N, Enter. And let me do the second hand. Casio, many actually, they always have it like this. Hello, my brother in the house, Prime Whiskey. The second hand often is like around 35. I think Casio has it around 36 or something like this. Because now you have it like almost on top of this day date window. So you can, if it's possible to stop this watch, maybe, yes, it should be. It's a quartz, yeah, probably. I mean, stop the hands. What else? Also, I think you should check what they use for day and date. I think they use like Monday 5th or something like that. If you're shooting for Casio, this looks like a used watch, own project. It's not, maybe not that important, but I think you should follow their recommendation that they think it looks nicest. Because if they find your watches on your site and they maybe contact you, oh, you can shoot our watches, so nice, please shoot all our watches. Okay. And also the minute hand can be around 9 seconds or something like that. And yes. What else for this watch? What do you say, guys? Evertuber says, I don't think that it's supposed to touch the bottom, since it should be floating for a better presentation of the watch. Yes. I think you can, do it like a regular watch, and then you put something on the holder or something, and then you will have a bit of strap on top and on the bottom, and then it can float in there, just like Evertuber says. Dimitri says, looks a little bit dusty on right. Yes, it's very dusty. It's not clean at all. And I think you should do that if you have Photoshop. Whoops. You see here, top, it's a lot of cleaning to do here, but it's very tough when it's a used watch, I know. So, and you have like some hair on this at around 2 o'clock there. So I think you should clean it if you want to put it in your portfolio and show it to the world, How about blowing out the bottom with a white gradient coming up to balance the bright top section? You mean something like, let me see, let me create a new layer. Gradient. And a white one. Going something like this. Maybe not that one, maybe this one. Yes, immediately it looks better, I think. It was very, the lower part was so heavy. Good there, Richard. And it looks like the watch is tilting a bit. It's tilting a bit too much to the left. Should really be precise there to have it completely centered if you're shooting it that way. And it looks like you have a bit haziness on the top here, cloudy. Hello Siri, I don't want anything from you now. So if you're going for this cloud effect up here, I should really go even crazier. Like, let's do something like, you can do it in Photoshop. I also cheat and do it in Photoshop often. If I don't manage to do it when I'm shooting, then I do it in Photoshop. It's very simple. You just like take the marquee tool and then do a circle, and then you just take the G key gradient and choose white foreground color, and then you just drag down to the center, and there you have it. And you can blend soft light. Which one? Maybe color dodge. And then you can control it with the opacity slider. I will go probably something like this. I think also this white background, you could change it. I mean, you could do something else, but it's kind of I mean, because the face of the watch is kind of white, and but if it is, should not have any colors, then this color cast, you can take them away. Just make a hue saturation layer so it will completely black and white. If not, the face of the watch is have a tone to it, but it hasn't. Yes, that's what I have to say about this one. I don't think anyone else has something else. Then we can move on to the next one. So this is the before and after, you know. But you need to clean it up and block the light a bit from the top there, so it doesn't hit that much. You can really use like a black card and find that exact position, and it will be fine. Now I'm back at this camera for some reason. Let me just close. I have like 100 million photos open in Photoshop. We don't need to see that. Close, close, close. Oh my God. There we go. Okay, so time for the next photo. Let me go back to the Facebook group. And there's a kid crying. OBS, switch to the other tab. Now we should be back in the Facebook group. And then we have this ring from Jasper Singh. It's so low quality. I mean, it looks fabulous, but it's so low quality. It's so tiny, and there is no sharpness really on this. So I have a hard time to say anything about it. I don't know about you guys. It looks like fantastic. It looks a bit. Looks like there's a lot of Photoshop work on this gradients, and you help this ring a lot, I think. And yes, I don't have anything to say. I would like to see like higher resolution. I would like to see the image in high resolution to see how these diamonds get lights. I mean, it's like pixels to me. You need to watch it like on like this size or something. So, but it looks fantastic. Do anyone else have something to say about this? Otherwise, we can move on. and have some coffee. Okay. Ring look like copper, not gold. Cool down a bit, Boyan says. It's a bit. You mean that we should. What can we use? We can use. What can we use? What can we use? Color balance, maybe. Yes, if it's gold, it should be probably something like tiny bit colder. Maybe something like this. It might be rose gold, Thomas says. That's true. Yes. Probably is fine. Maybe the ring is not gold, really. Maybe not. Maybe it's imitation or something. We don't know. But let's move on. Beautiful ring. But please send in high resolution. So where are we now? Let's go to the Facebook group. Now we have the new photos. Which one should we go for? Coffee drink, watch, shotgun, Apple Watch, coffee machine, computer, beers, sunglasses. It's your choice. What do you think? Which one should we go for? To make sure we don't leave that out today. Is anyone here maybe who sent in photos? One of these photos. Evertube says, "Where's my photos?" You always say this. If we have the time, we will look at your photo. Shotgun, Jose says. He was first. He was fast. Annalena, we go for the sunglasses next because we need to talk about them a lot. So, and I think Chicago joined. Yes, we will go for the sunglasses next, but we start with this 7 notes. You're here. Well, isn't it this fantastic shot, guys? Apple Watch is mine. Yes, I know. We will take that. 7 notes. What do you have to say for your defense? Why it's so beautiful? How is this possible? I think this is you managed to get the light very, very beautiful on this beautiful shotgun. It is a shotgun, yes. It's do anyone have anything to say about this? You, my teacher. Oh my god. Jose thinks the shotgun is fantastic. Love the light and composition. And you had another one, full image, but I like the light better on this one actually. But the only thing, if we should say anything, if we should complain, that's why we're here. That's why we do these live streams, to complain. I see up here, this looks like carbon fiber. Maybe it's not. But maybe it would be nice to see that. This pattern up here. I don't think I can... there is some interesting pattern up there. And this will be too dark, of course, but we can just to show how I mean. Highlight on the upper stock is a bit too hot. Yes, maybe. Okay, let me take a copy. Let me do the camera raw again. And let me do. Put on a mask. And I think this pattern, isn't this very interesting? Maybe you should show this. Because now it's a bit blown out. You could just block the light there a bit, I think. Hey, what's going on? Like this, selection, enter, black, but invert. Okay, this looks not so nice, but I think you could show this pattern very, very clear. Or? Yes, it is stunning, Anna-Line says. It is absolute fantastic. You look at this light on this part up here. I love this one. And also all this part and all this part. And Jose says it's a bit bright, this top here. I think it's kind of okay. It needs to have a bit, I like this highlights. Maybe tiny bit lower it could be. Jose, I can edit portraits also. I shoot a lot of portraits, but no one has submitted any portraits in the Facebook group yet. So, as you see below there, the link to the group. So, photos that are submitted there, I will pick up. It can be anything. It can be a portrait, absolutely. So, nothing to complain about. This is absolutely... Did you shoot this for a client? They must be very happy if you did. People are easier than products, at least for me, Evertube says. I mean, how do you mean? Products you don't have to talk to. Isn't that easier? It's easier to light people, I think. But it's easier to shoot in general products because they don't talk back, Why am I destroying the picture like this? I want just to mention something. I was thinking maybe you should have... I don't really see where this is exactly going now, the edge here. But maybe you could have like a rim light here. I would have tried to do that. Just something like this, but in a nice way. I just putting on a mask, and then it's a bit, maybe it could be thinner, but you will get the idea. Just to, because before it's very, very, goes to the dark there, the wooden part top there, and then it's totally black there. It would be nice to show a tiny bit that, something like this. Maybe. Lesson learned. If you are a subject of the portrait, then do not talk. 70 says, I think that product photography is more difficult genre in all the photography. It is. There cannot be anything else. that is more complicated. You talk to products. Yes, you have to talk to them a bit. Okay, I cannot. I think this is one of the most beautiful pictures. The most beautiful light on the product I ever seen. Absolutely fantastic. Nothing to complain about. Should we move on to which one was it? Okay, great job, 7 notes. What did you say? You say, yes, the sunglasses. From Jason. Maybe Jason, you're here. Let's drag this into Photoshop and take a look at it. This is a bit funky background. I think he took a separate image as the background, photographing the sunglasses, and then he took a separate background. Sorry. What do you say about this? I'm not in love with this background, I must say, personally. It's I think you should do your own if you know Photoshop. I guess you know Photoshop if you took away the background when you were shooting and then you were putting in another one. So I guess you know Photoshop. I think it's better that you do your own. I mean, you can be very creative in Photoshop too, Let me see. What should we do? Remove background. You have this fantastic button here. Someone comment on the chat. Remove background button. Fantastic. Love the glasses, but I agree. The background is not great. I see the circle softbox in the reflection. Yes. This is the two things. The reflection. The glasses overall is kind of nice, but the reflection, I think you should work on that one. And also that you should do some other background. Let me put back this. Where's the tool? Maybe I can do like this. Where am I? Why can't I use this now? Where am I? Okay. Let me select this part. And let's be on the mask and hit black. Let me just put on a black background for now. Black. And then we can let's take away both of these because we need to do some other reflection. And I see you have like purple. I don't know if it's if it's done in Photoshop or if it's the glasses, if they have purple, but I guess not. So I think you need to do this is fantastic Photoshop work. It's very rough now, but I want to show what I would have done. Something like this. Now we have them free. Peter is late. It's okay. We just almost started. I think this is the second image or something. Welcome, Peter. Yes, 7 also notice this black part. Yes, you have. Actually, if it's shiny, to show that it's shiny, you can have, but in general, sunglasses often have this gradient part, you know. Maybe it's not so good to be too creative in this situation. I would have done it like it's always been done. Let me see. Do we have... How should I do this? I need to think. Can I select this again? I should have done this on a separate layer, I guess. Okay, this will be very rough now. And then we can do some kind of put a new layer, and then we choose the gradient tool, and then we can, if we choose black to white, and then we take this one, and then when we drag, and you have to use the second one there, the classical, something like this. Maybe too much, maybe too little, something like this. Thank you, photo exposure. I love your work. Well, that's fantastic. Thanks a lot. I would go for this more traditional, you're placing a big diffusion material in front of the glasses, close as you can is often easier. And then you put on a flash, reflector, honeycomb grid, and then you lit it up in the correct spot. And then you will get this. I have done a tutorial about this actually, twice I think, on the channel. So I will go for something like this. Which one? Is it this one that is a bit crooked? It doesn't matter. And then maybe it's a bit boring with this black background. Instead of going for this, because they are brown, it looks like they are golden here on the side, or copper or something. Maybe should do something else. Like, I don't know. If you pick up the colors, foreground color, we go for a bit darker brown, and then the background color, we can go for a brighter brown-ish tone. Maybe they will disappear now. And then gradient tool, and then you can start to play, maybe the opposite, like a spot there, something like this, or why he wants to be like this. Jose loves the new shot now. Yes, it's alternative. I mean, it's very hard to sit here and do what I like. But I want to show you what I would have done. If I got these sunglasses, I would go for this. I would do this traditional, beautiful gradient light in the glasses, and then be creative with the background. But I would have lit it somehow. Thank you, Anna-Line. But if you don't want to have this brown, maybe the brown wasn't that nice. In Photoshop, in the latest one, you have so many nice stuff here. That's crazy. Blue, what do we have more? What is this? So you can really, instead of this, here's maybe this is more your style. There you go. There we have it. Thanks a lot, Peter. December 18th, 2019. Thanks a lot. If you ever come to Thailand, let me know. Absolutely. Thanks a lot. Now we have this psychedelic style. What was your name? This was Andrei. So, Andrei, there you go. Psychedelic background, but some nice gradient in the but it depends on the company. If you're shooting for a company, they will tell you what they want to have, traditional or go crazy. So are we happy with this one now? Should we go on? Let's go to the next. I think we should go for this one, cause Siddhant is here. The beautiful Apple Watch. Logo or company should have more shine. You mean in the previous, you mean down here? Yes, there is something there. Yes, this you have to make sure, but it will be there. I mean, you have to make sure it's there when you shoot it. So, Siddhant. Daniel just sent his request for the group. Well, Daniel, you're very welcome. And there's actually, what am I doing? 1 page and 2 people. And I get Matthew, welcome. Moga, welcome. Daniel, welcome to the group. Just post away anything. Anything from ants to people to products to architecture. Here we do all kind of photos. So let's go back to where am I? Where's the group? Photos. Albums. You see, look at all these fantastic photos just coming in here. I haven't seen this one. Looks cool. You're welcome. This looks fantastic. White on white. You see all this creativity. Do you understand how much work this is? I mean, I know how it is, how tough it is. Vans. Joshua. This is stunning. Maybe we'll look at that next time. But for now, we need to take a look at Siddhant's Apple Watch. I wish you could post a bit bigger image. It's a bit small. Photo exposure. My God. Jose, Andrew, welcome. So, what do we have to say about this beautiful Apple Watch? Yes, that's true, Peter. Andrew, welcome. So, what do you say about this Apple Watch? Siddhant, did you use? Is it like two light sources? One from the back there and one for the, or is it one light source and a bounce? I think it's very beautiful. I just wish I had a bigger resolution, higher resolution, because now it's very pixely. Pixely, is that a word in English? Composition is good and it looks nice. Love the simplicity. People like to see more detail on the button on on the buttons here. Lower, but you could have like a rim light, like brown rim light around something more to just bounce a bit. Rim light there and maybe around here something. Yes, I agree. Pixelated. Thank you. Jose, didn't I just no. Let me see. Update. Rose. So anything else? One thing I was wondering. Yes, Dimitri also thinks it needs a small rim, maybe all the way. Tiny rim. It's just to bounce. If you have light source on the top, you can probably use that one with a silver card or the white card, and just find the spot to bounce back from the back. And I was wondering, I guess this is a black watch, and I see you have like a blue tone. I guess this is like a creative choice, but if it's not, then I would go for black and white. In post, if this happened when you were shooting, then I would just put on the hue saturation layer and kill all the colors. If it's because all is black and white on this watch, I think gets even cleaner and like iconic and whatnot. And you have the hands very nice too, I think. There's nothing to complain about, really. This is beautiful. Have like this you should have down here, Just bounce a tiny bit. It's very simple to do. It takes like 1 second. This is also very nice gradient. This is nice gradient. Now I'm painting on the watch. What I was thinking, there was something I was thinking about when I saw this. What can be better? Nothing can be better. Sit down. It's just kill the blue cast, make it black and white. Do this rim light we were talking about, so we can see the contour of this watch. And one other thing, and also kill the blue cast I would do. And also, because now I like the crop actually. Jose said, yes, me too. In composition or lighting? Composition, I think it's good. If it was me, I would go for I would like to have it like tiny bit to one side, but that's just me. That's how I am. I want to have it like, I will put it maybe around there. But that's probably just me. I love to have this, have it a bit to the side. But the composition is very nice. The angle of the watch and the light is beautiful. The surface of the watch, the face, this is glass, highly reflective, right now you cannot tell it's reflective because you only have gradients. So it looks like it's matte, but it's not. There is another image of the same watch. Okay. How would you get rid of the blue cast, Jose says? You mean when you're shooting or when in Photoshop? In Photoshop, I just put on a hue saturation layer. You know, this one. You go down here and then you choose hue saturation, and then you just take away all the colors in the photo because there is no other colors. It was just blue. I can kill everything and then it becomes black and white. But if you mean when you're shooting, yes, it's a different composition. Yes, I chose the one I think was the nicest, Sidant. This one I think looks nicer. If you mean get rid of the blue cast when you're shooting, then you have to have the correct white balance when you're shooting. Yes, and yes, the face of the watch, it's highly glossy. Hi there, Philip. No problem, Philip. Welcome. All is great. We're talking about this Apple Watch from Sidant right now. What you should do, you should show that it's glass, very highly reflective. And you can do that by adding some kind of sharp edge somewhere. You know, one way to do it is like, where should we add it? You know, something like this, maybe. You will hold, you know, in Photoshop, I'm just showing now. You should not do it in Photoshop. You should do it when you're shooting. You should hold something sharp, black sharp, super close to the watch. Then you will get this nice sharp reflection in the glass. Now I'm just showing you how it can look. Where was I? Selection. And then we can just, what should we do? I would just add the black. Take down the opacity, maybe. It wasn't the nicest in the world. One other way to do it, which probably is nicer, you can do it together with the gradient here, from bright to dark. But then you can, let me think, something like I need to think. Maybe. Okay, this is super rough now, but I want you to get the idea that you can have a gradient and then it can end with a sharp edge to show that it's a glossy surface. Something like this, maybe. Let me see. Do I have a new layer? Gradient. And then I will choose something. I will choose this color. This gray you have here. So this is what I mean. Let me think. Something like, where did it go? Don't say I lost it. Oh, today, what is going on? I mean that you should do something like this. You have a gradient from the edge, like you do. But then you will finish with a sharp edge. So you have a gradient and a sharp edge. Something like, let's just fill this. You see? Now this is so low resolution here, but so it's something like this. We see it a bit smaller. Something like this. I mean, there is a gradient, but then hard edge, and then you can tell that it's glossy area. What do you say, guys? So do you want a black cut in lighting to show glossy? Yes. A black hard edge, shadow edge, somewhere at the watch, on the glass. So to show that it is glossy. Otherwise it looks matte when you have only gradients. Great, Philip. He just did this yesterday. Bye bye glare. How do you get 50% gray in the color picker? How I get 50% gray in the color picker? I don't know. If I... You mean this one? 50%. I guess it's there you have it. Or half of 50% of 255 split it in half. 125, 26, 25, 126 or 7, maybe there. There you have 50%. Or the lower rim light can be toned down a bit. Yes, now we just, if you mean this crazy one, we just did it to show that he should do it. This is the original, and then I just show that he should have a rim there, Peter, if that's what you mean. Isn't it 80, 80, 80, 80? 80, 80, 80. 128. 50%. There you go. You used a lens cap, remember? Yes, I remember, Philip. So I think talking for me, it's more easy to make all this in Photoshop, not in Photoshop. It's easier to make all this in Photoshop, not in Photoshop. Exactly. Then that's what you should do. You should not do this rough in Photoshop, because it's hard to get it look realistic in Photoshop. You need to spend a lot of time to make it realistic. So you should always do it when you're shooting. Absolutely. So, Dino in the house, welcome. Are we happy? I think it's a beautiful shot. Just a rim light below there. Maybe hard edge somewhere. Composition, maybe move it a bit to the right. But, you know, fantastic shot. Let's move on. What do we have? What do we have? We have photos, and we have them somewhere here. Album. 7th of June. You're welcome, sit down. Which one should we go for now? We have done the shotgun, the Apple Watch, the sunglasses, watch, ring. One of the others. Philip recommend tethered shooting, yes? Yes, this is, it's a must, I must say. Makes your life easier. Let's see the bottles, Attila says. Let's take a look at the bottle. It's Daniele who shot this. Tether tools is a good option for cables, true. You can also use a regular cable, half the price. That's like I do. Beer. Dino says which watch? The both watches. No, we have this on white left. iPhone watch, Apple Watch, and the Casio we have done. We have this on the white there. But now we're on the beer shot. Don't try tethering with jumper cables from your car, just saying. That's probably a very bad idea. So, what do you say about these beer bottles? Peroni. They've been making this beer since 1846. Wow. What shall we say? What shall we say about this? I mean, it's a classical beer shot. Looks fantastic. And when I zoom in, I can tell that it's the same bottle because we have the same marks there. So it's one shot. I mean, it's one shot, one bottle, and then it's copied and placed behind the center button. Is it duplicate? Yes, it is. It's just one bottle, and then they are placed behind and make them a bit smaller. Who was it? I have so bad memory. Daniele. Maybe Daniele is here. To avoid every kind of problem with cables, it's better to buy from trusted manufacturers. 70 says. Yes. But I just had a cable from Tether Tools that broke, so out of the blue. You know, depends on your situation, you know. So now I'm shooting with a $10 cable instead of a $50 cable, and it still works. Reflection is spot on, Dino says. Maybe the label must be more contrasted. It's a bit, yes. It's a bit, what shall we do? Maybe we can copy the blue channel. That's always fun. And put on some soft light. Boo! Did you see there what I did? Hello from Atlanta, Terry. What did you miss? You did miss like 3-4 pictures. How long have you been going on here? Wow, there's 52 people watching. Over 50, that's always good. I don't know how long we've been going on. It's a bit over 1 hour, I think. What do you say, guys? I will blur the back two bottles a bit to give more depth. Attila says. Yes, it can. Yes, maybe. But then it will be just a bit blurry. Maybe it will look funky. Let me see. This is hard to do without blur. Which one should we choose? Lens blur. Do you mean is this a bit? I mean, if it's just a tiny bit, I don't know. Can I choose? I mean, select this. I mean, I should have done it before I made them blurry, probably. Ah, fantastic. You mean something like this? Dollar store. Yes, you know, anything works until it doesn't. Dina would do the bottle smaller. They are a bit smaller. I mean, maybe, I don't know, because they're placed just behind. Maybe they should be smaller. I don't know. Because I think this looks a bit, they should be more blurry then. So German and Dominican beer are the best. Okay. Crop out the tiny reflection on the label on the bottom. Thank you, Andreas. This was the first thing I saw. I think this is so unnecessary to have, so I will take that away. Oops. J. Shift J. I think this is just distracting. I agree. What are you saying, Peter? For shots like this, I think it's always best to use multiple products rather than duplicating. Yes, I agree 100%. Change the background color. Yes. I will go. This is very traditional background. Spot, vignette. We've seen this a lot. And if you want to, I mean, if we can do something. What happens if I use this one? What am I doing? Maybe we can use one of these crazy new ones I found. Whoops. Maybe the opposite. What about this one? Why are they? I want them to be the opposite. How to change this? Maybe we should go for something, this crazy one again. A bit too crazy, probably. Or maybe we should go for, what about this red color on the bottle? Red to maybe black is too boring. Didn't I sample the black? I mean the red. What's going on now? It's like, what am I doing now? This is the basic one, and then I want to sample this red. What about? Yes, I mean, you can do any kind of, instead of this classical, if you're already in Photoshop, duplicating the bottles, then I will go crazy with the background. I mean, to do something more, I don't know, fun. Okay, lots of comments. You could soften the bottles in the back, but I bet the client would disagree. Probably Dimitri, the little part of label which is reflecting at the bottom looking not so good. You mean the one we took away? Yes. Blue looks great. The contrast, yes, I agree. Maybe I could put on what did I choose now? This is crazy. Maybe gray. Gray is kind of boring. What about white? White spot. Probably white is not good because then the necks will disappear in the background. But you said blue. Then we put on the hue saturation layer. And then we go blue. But the other blue ones were nicer, yes. Yes, you know, there's so many options, never-ending options to play in Photoshop. Do something that you like. But if you like the one you had, you know, fine. But I mean, you can stand out. Someone comes to you scrolling your Instagram or watching your portfolio. It should just maybe something new, something that hasn't been done before. Teal. Where is teal? Something like this. Where is the regular teal? It's so strange, this. Something like this, maybe. Yes, all the logos needs to be visible. Yes, because now they're hidden behind, yeah. Chicago. To do the opposite of the gradient, click the reverse check box on the gradient toolbar. Let me check. I need to learn this because I always because if you're taking like this one and then I drag and then I have the darker one as a spot and the brighter outside, I would like to have the opposite. And 2010 SPL, which should I check? Reverse, this one, I guess. Are you ready, people, for some magic? No? I need to click it, maybe. Are you ready? Boom! Thank you. So easy when you know it. The blue is the opposite, yes. How do you get the spot with the gradient tool? Jose says. I have the gradient, this one, gradient tool, G, hit the G, and then you have this 4 variations. You have this one, it goes from one color to another, like green to blue, or from the goes one color to another, and then you have the second one. And this is it called radial? No, what is it called? Why don't I get? Doesn't matter. The second one, this is the spot, and then you drag from the center, and then you will get the spot and the green in the middle, and then it fades out to the blue, the other color. And then you have the other crazy ones. If you like to do this, you can actually have like a table, green table. They're standing on a green table with a blue background. And then you have this one. It fades from. This is actually a good one if you like to have one color down here and then fades from one color to the center, the brighter, and then darker, and then you have this star effect. It's more like a star. You have these 5 guys you can switch in between. 0, 128, 120 is the code for teal in RGB. Well, what was it? 0, 128, 0, 0, 128, 128. Oh, my favorite color. Teal. Look at this. Then you have to change this. If you would like to use the foreground and background color, you have to go up to the basics, and then you will. And maybe we should do a spot, and maybe we should do the opposite. Then you're switching this with the X key, and then you get the bright spot, teal spot with fades out to black. Gradient tool, you know, my favorite tool in Photoshop. You can do so much with the gradient tool. Radial is right. Okay. Green table is cool. Make now before and after. Okay. Let me smack them together. Kill this one. And where is it? Crop tool. And then we clear. Bam, bam. And move this to the other side. There you have the before and after. There is the before and after. One other thing I saw, there is like it's a black line on the edge on the right side. I would try to get rid of this, because it's very thin black line there. What are you saying, guys? It has been suggested that the microphone on the boom might be distracting. An opinion would be a headset with which would put a small mic immediately in front of your mouth. Also, the mic would move with you. Yes, like when I'm doing my tutorials, I have this lav mic. No. I could connect this one is. Oh, sorry. You know, have like Sennheiser, and I have this one. I could connect this one instead. You hear me? I need to talk to the. This is the. Yes, I feel that it's very distracting for me too. But I don't understand why it's distracting for people's watching. Maybe it's because I sometimes do like this. Talking like this. That's not good. Because I don't hear myself. I don't hear the mic sound. Because I throw away the headphones. But it's a good... thank you for that. Comment. Amazing. Thank you. Philip, I have not found the sidekick yet. I really would like to have that. So, do you have any sidekicks out there? Can you be here on Sundays, 6 p.m. Swedish time? Love the ticking bomb behind you. Mission Impossible. Oh, 1.5 hours now. My God, these streams become so long. I feel like I'm just talking and talking. Are we looking at images? So, I mean, I don't want to say that this is a better choice. You know, he's going for the colors. He's picking up the colors of the beer, but they will stand out, of course, much more if you're using the contrast color like blue or green, teal. That's an alternative. Boom it in C-stand. I had a C-stand before, but this is more I mean, it's black. The other one was so shiny, got so much reflections. Philip, leave on Sunday, be there on Sunday. You know, fantastic. Then I will. I want to see myself. Where am I? I can go to the. No, then I will sit. No, I would like to sit over here actually. I will sit and retouch over here. And then the sidekick will be here. And controlling this computer and reading. The real, and then the person will read it. Oh, Martin, here's a comment from a guy called Peter Lewis, I think. And he says, the real distraction is the cap. Should be a Red Sox cap. Well, send me one then. I will wear it. I would love to... and I probably need to talk to the microphone. I would love to fly from Tokyo, but a little too far. Yes, Tokyo is a bit far away. Maybe it's a bit tough. The Shure mic is one of the best podcast mics that exists. I agree. And I think it's fine. I mean, distracting. I could do it like more coming up like, is this distracting? Or is it distracting that I have this in my face? But, you know, we really, 99% of the time, we're in this view. You don't really see me. I mean, so the sound is much better with this than this tiny lav mic. Red Sox. So now we are. Dina will fly to Stockholm. That's great. Please, you're welcome. Fly in every Sunday. Thanks, Philip. IKEA has everything. Maybe they have sidekicks. I will check with them, Terry. Maybe you can get the adjustable boom arm for the table. Yes, I've been looking for that. You know, this one, like, it comes down and then the mic is hanging like this. You know, I think it's fine. Go ahead. Oh, so should we go for the next one? I know IKEA has meatballs. They do. Swedish meatballs. Mass produced. You should try my meatballs. Real meatballs, Swedish meatballs. There's something else. It has nothing to do with IKEA meatballs, you know. Can't hear? You don't hear me? Do you hear me? Hello? You don't hear me? Yes, you hear me. Terry, why did you say can't hear? Worry there a bit. So should we do another one? Loud and clear. Yes, we can. So that was the beer bottle. So how long have we streamed for now? It's like 1.5 hours. Please send me invitation to try your meatballs. You know, anyone's welcome. I will do some meatballs. Bojan is here. And he's on fire. Is there anyone in the chat? Which one is this? Antonio? Are you here? Or Erminando? Should we do one more? Which one? Coffee machine. That's a complicated one. I mean, Boyan says, comp is my photo. Comp? You mean, which one? Send me private message, Daniel. That's great. Martin, is there a website where you buy your props? No. I go to the DIY store. Computer. I'm not following now. Ah, you mean this one. Recipe? Yeah, I can share it, but then I have to... Because we love coffee. Yes. Okay, should we do the computer? Yeah, we need to take a look at this. And it was from... Ah, Boyan, it's yours, yes? Now you're in trouble, Boyan. What have you done here? What kind of light are you using? Is it delay on the sound now? It was streaming for too long, maybe. Okay, let me switch to... We are in the right tab. Is it delay on the sound? No, I think the sound is on sync, yes? Costa Rica Coffee, thank you very much. Boyan, he knows that he's in trouble. First thing, I see some... This is very, not yellow, but this is a kind of natural light. I think you use different light sources. Or did you use the light from the screen? Because it's kind of blue and yellow. I think you should kill all the colors, as always. I mean, because if we put up the saturation, you see green, blue, yellow on the left a bit, maybe mostly green actually. So I will go like this. I did it on comp. You did the composition. How did you mean? How do you mean? Very amateur light. Yes, but you can use anything. But I just think if you're using these cheaper lights, then because I think the light is nice, you have a gradient here from the logo fading out, and you have like a cool effect here. I would not have placed this on a shiny surface, I think, because you see this reflection is not that nice. The background is from Photoshop or not? I don't think it's Photoshop. Might be. I just left color on glass. But it's a lot of color cast on the computer. A lot of greens on this side, and you have a lot of blue greens here, and there is a bit of green here, and this is kind of cold and nice. But then I think I would, first of all, I will kill all the colors, and then I would, let's remove the background from this computer. And first I will do just like a black. I mean, yes, the angle is cool. Yes, on computer it's not blue, so I will go for gray. It's glass and flash from below. Aha, you're shooting through the glass. Ah, of course. And then you get a bit of reflection of the computer there on the side. And that light from below, it gives a separation from the computer on the dark side to the right, and also you get this rim light on the side, on the closest, on the edges closest to the camera, I guess. But I think it's a bit low resolution. Also, it's a bit hard to see. I see a lot of pixels. Remove the label on the right side near the keyboard. But you know, you mean this one. But you know, if it's shooting for a client, you cannot remove it, you know. You need to have it there if it's the design, you know. Do you know? I would have done it like this. I would shoot it on black, or I would have, first of all, let me is it 4x5 you're using format? Yes, that's fine. 4x5, 5x7, 2x3, anything works, of course. But I was thinking, if you make this a bit bigger, I personally, I would never, I should not say wouldn't ever. I mean, I think, I told you this before, I love to balance the computer, pretending that it can stand for a few seconds. Instead of, now it's like, it will tip over immediately to the left, I mean. And then if you like to have reflection, you can always copy this and just make it down here. But maybe you can take a look if you like to have like a highlight where you had this. Doesn't look so nice with the black, actually. I would not go for that. Probably I would today we're on this we're using this funny gradients. I will go for some color background. Hue saturation. I will go for maybe color is fun to stand out, you know, and do something no one else would do. What are you saying? The logo is for the speakers. Yes, okay. And they are built in the computer, yes, of course. Boyan says, I try to use light off screen of the monitor and light of the keyboard. Yes, you managed to get, you can see on this on the, you can tell here, and you also get a bit of light, I mean, on the keyboard, and so you get a bit light there. Otherwise it will be totally black. So it's good that you're using the light there, but it's a bit uneven. Here you have like a spot. It's not so, you could try to do it a bit more. If the screen, I often open up Photoshop and then I do like, you know, a white screen, 100%, like this, and then full screen. So it's completely white. The green you see is subtle and does not survive due to compression. No. But it also doesn't survive in the Facebook group. I mean, you can upload it, I mean, in good, just high resolution, and it would looking nice in the group. If you go to the group, you will see it looks, but I understand that now when you're watching in this crappy live stream quality, it will look even worse. Yes. Okay, you open, so it is white. Okay, but it's really weak light. Yes, it's hard to use this. You need to set the camera. If you start with the thing you cannot control, the light from the computer, and then you set the camera. Maybe you have to up the ISO and go down with the aperture, or go up, I mean, make it bigger, like go down in the down the f-stops. And then you see, oh, this looks nice now. And then you set the other lights you control. You can move them or take down the power. You can create a public Google Drive folder for people to upload their high-res images. Yes, that's a good, but that will be an extra step. I mean, there is no problem to, you can upload it and it will look fantastic. It is 2523. Yes, I mean, the problem is not the problem is not how you uploaded the image. The problem is the light in the image. That is you have this green cast that creates this banding and everything. So I think you need to change the lights a bit, and it would be a bit better. And start with the screen to get a bit more light. And I don't understand why it's dark here. Go back to Photoshop. It's a bit dark up here, and then there's like a white spot, and then it's darker here. Should really be evenly lit here. Maybe it's a used computer. It looks like it's a used computer when you're looking up here. You have this stripes a bit. So it's you upload is fine, I think. It's just the lighting needs to be tweaked a bit. So if you just upload a very high resolution image, it will be nice. You can see all this. This is fantastic. This high resolution. This is not so good, but because it's very, very small. It's under probably 1,000 pixels. And all the photos looks fantastic, but they have very nice light. I mean, so it's a matter of your light, I think, that makes it a bit color cast in the post-processing maybe also. I don't know. Yes, 7 Notes. Good. Boyan, what light did you use? You said it was some... is it just... it's not flash, I understand. It was something else. Maybe it's some cheaper regular lights. Can we do another picture? Okay, 15. We cannot go 2 hours, so we have 15 minutes left. Dino. Table lamp, hand lamp, and flash from below. Yes, you should Boyan, you should really get one more flash. With 2 flashes, you can create almost anything. and then you can bounce back, for this highlights and everything. That's my recommendation. So should we do one more? Starting to get hungry. Here in Sweden it's like 8 p.m. Tungsteno. Yes. Stay away from this. Yes, if you upload to Facebook, just go for very high resolution, because they will take it down. So there's no idea to start. It's like YouTube. When I upload crazy quality videos, because I know they will destroy it anyway. So then I can just, it's better, it's close to the super high resolution you can get, and then let YouTube and Facebook do their thing. But the better the quality from the start you upload. That's my theory. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Yes. Daniel, he upload. There is no quality loss. Yes. Just upload crazy high resolution. And then let Facebook take care of the compression. So, should we go for one more? Which one should we do then? Maybe we should not do another watch. We have done 2 watches. We go for the coffee machine, espresso machine. Yes, really the espresso machine or the coffee drink or whatever it is. Coffee machine from Ralph Hansen. Coffee drink alpha. The coffee drink is Jan says take Jalovina Myrsky. What do you mean? Is it this person or no? Adam Lee? Is it the person? Or is it another photo uploaded by this person? I don't follow you, Yanni. Please explain. Okay, let's go for just upload a picture. Yes, just upload it. So, should we go for the coffee machine? This is how did he create the gold background color? You mean the coffee machine? It looks exactly like when I was shooting. Have you seen this red shoe shoot? I have like I'm guessing that this. Now it's mic is a bit low. Okay, you have some advice. This from Daniel. Follow his advice and you will be fine. Yanni, I have uploaded it already. You mean you have uploaded a photo? Now we have this album, but you're not in the album, yes? Then we will come back next week. The logo is barely visible. Yes, but I read in the comments that it was very complicated to light this somehow. Great, Johnny. Martin was saying about the shoes. Oh, so much at once here. These red shoes. I'm guessing that Ralph, it looks like a black plexi or a black glass surface. He plays the machine, and then he has a bit space, and then he has a diffusion material, and he might shoot it from he shoot on the background, so he gets a spot with some he's just using a CTO, color temperature orange gel, on the flash, and he gets this golden color and gets a spot, and the spot of course will be reflected in the black shiny glossy surface. So it's like one light on the background or from the back if he's shooting through diffusion. Then he also will get this reflection. Very beautiful. And it separates the machine from surface and the background. But the logo, yes, it was hard, he says, to get it. So now he took a logo and he put it in after. But he didn't want to throw it in the face. But I see it. It's subtle and it could be brighter, but I think it's fine. What else on this image? Seven Notes says maybe background is added in post because highlight is not the same place. Maybe. But I think it looks kind of realistic to me. Maybe. Regarding the logo, there is a tutorial on the page from Broncolor how to do this. From, what is his name? Like Urs from Broncolor. Yes, I saw this video actually. It was we called Taylor and Urs, and they shot. It was a Broncolor flash, and the flash itself is matte, and then the logo is shiny. It's a super good tutorial. You should really check out Broncolor site. But I don't know if this logo is shiny, because I think the Broncolor flash had a shiny. So they just switching the flash to get it very reflective. But maybe this is matte, and then it might be harder. Then that tutorial will not work. I think because they had the logo of the Broncolor is glossy. Dimitri, how to create the smooth gradient on metal bow? Oh, you mean in the front there, the handle surface, like on this code machine without black space in the middle. Sorry, I don't follow you there. Black space in the middle. The Cirrus, yes. Yeah. The cup handle has some issues. Looks like not separated from the background. The cup handle. Yes, you mean this one. Like this part. That it's black there. Yes, maybe. In the middle. You mean this? I'm thinking about this one. I don't like so much. This the reflection from the handle. I would try to not have this, because it's nice with a gradient from here and down all the way. But I understand if you're shooting a flash, there will be this reflection, of course. But you can hide it maybe under here if you're shooting from another angle. Andreas says örat på muggen. What about that? This one. The ear on the mug. the handle on the mug. What about it? It's a bit bright. In the actual mug handle. Okay, now I'm not following you. What are you talking about? Cup handle. Sorry, örat muggen. Okay, I'm getting a bit tired here. Of course, the handle on the mug. What was it about that? What did you say about that from the start here? I need to go back. The cup handle has some issues. Looks like not separated from the background. I think it's kind of separated. I mean, I have this super highlight here, and it's almost. Or how do you mean? You mean it could be more separated from the background? The inside looks strange. Andreas, you mean in the coffee? But that's the design. If you're talking about this, inside it looks like this. There is a pattern, a glass pattern. Like the surface is like not rugged, but the glass is like small, whatever it's called. If you're talking about that. So that's a design thing. Looks like there's no space for the finger. No, it's the design. White handle is not a hole. Yes, okay, now I get you. Thank you for Solossi for the broncolor, the title there. But that only works if this Nespresso logo is shiny. I mean glossy. Because I guess the rest of the machine is dark. The Nespresso is not black color. It's chrome. Okay, then he would really... Then this video will work. It's just an ugly design, sorry. Yes, I know these cups. I've seen them. So it's... there's no hold. Desaturate the water container. You don't like there is... you don't like that there is... golden. But I mean, it's... it's... How should I say? The light shines through, you know. But I get you. Oops. You want it to be more like zero color. Like this. Maybe it should be blue. No. Now it takes a while to get used to this. What do you say? Peter want the name on the side more prominent. Yes, we talked about this. And maybe this, because someone said it was glossy, so you can go and watch this broncolor video it was, if you go up, there was a link or the name of that video with Urs from Broncolor and Carl Taylor. Great video there. What do you say, guys? Or gray maybe. You mean the... So it looks like it's water. You mean... okay. Yes, we can add a bit blue. Yes, it's a bit... Now it's like just desaturated. It's like... We can add a bit blue with maybe... tiny bit of blue maybe. You know, it's easy to... It will look so much fake. But I get what you mean. Tiny bit of blue. Yes, you are right. The black part in the middle of the coffee machine metal handle. How to light it without black part. How to create gradient. It's always a problem because this is the place where the camera is. Ah, yes. Yes, it's hard. But in this case, I don't think it has to do with the camera, because or maybe, you know, you can have this big white card with just a hole, and then you will have like a tiny black dot, the lens, and that you can retouch out in Photoshop. But the handle is chrome, glossy. There should not be so much gradients. I think he did a good job here, that he has these hard edges to show that it is glossy on this side. But I'm not so fond of this dark. It could be try to do some kind of gradient there, because it melts in with the machine. Okay, good night. Thank you. I know it's late there. Is the cup real or added in post? I think it's real, but I'm not sure. Water bubbles. Yes, then it should be like, I would lit that separately somehow, or put some foil behind it, or shoot from the side, you know, something reflective, and you have water filled up, and then you highlight the water somehow. It's easy to sit here and say, but probably it's hard, but it could be done. I just want to... Okay, we're over 2 hours now, guys. I just wanted to show one thing. You know, if this side, this Nespresso side, is totally black. If it's matte, it looks like it's matte, because this part looks matte on the top here. This part I would also love to see a bit... Maybe it's because it's used, but I would love to see it a bit better, cleaner. It's a bit dirty. You can do some... you can actually use frequent separation on this. I was planning to show you this, but it's not only for skin, you know. It's also for products. It will look fantastic. But I think I would love to see this gradient so much a bit nicer. And it's like dark to... where do you have basic... we don't have time for this, really. Which one is this? Can I do this? Black to... Isn't this the one with... goes from... it's a bit bright. You know, you can do it. It should be really super smooth, and then you can actually take down the opacity, just helping out this a bit. You should really have it super smooth and nice. Yes, over 2 hours. This is crazy. But the only thing I wanted to show on this, why am I doing so much other stuff? If this part is matte, why not to make some nice gradient on this? Something, you know, so it's not just a big black block, because that's taking up the whole image, you know. I mean, not the whole, but big part of the image. So I would, something rough now, I would do a gradient here. Nothing hysterical, but, you know, something like, just have a flash with a like a 10-degree honeycomb grid on a reflector, and then just hit it in the corner. Now I have to switch off this reverse, I guess. You know, just a tiny something somewhere, maybe down here, because it's very dark, all this lower part. Maybe just a tiny, you know, so there is something happening, separating it. I would have done that, really. And one more thing, I would take away this coffee. I'm not so fond of this, but it's just me, probably. But I think it's so... And also, coffee beans here, I can just see that someone went there. Oh, let's put in some coffee beans on the... Maybe use some of this... what is it called? You know, these small capsules that you put in. You can just throw them, a few in there or something. I don't know. Maybe. Okay, guys. Let me. Today it's like the longest live stream ever done in history. Oh, I need to eat, guys, and I still have some coffee. I went up so early today. I'm selling our summer house, and it's a lot of work, and I've been up since I didn't sleep. Oh, let's not go there. Okay. Maybe this calls for demo. You mean the frequency separation? Yes, but I'm not an expert in frequency separation. I'm just borrowing an action. I will not show you now. I have, you know, you go to Flern or someone else that's very good in Photoshop, flern.com, Flern on YouTube, and he has a very nice an action, and it's very simple to follow. But I can show this maybe next time. Yes, I'm breaking records. Sommarstuga. Exactly. It will soon be gone. I'm so sad, but that's how it is in life. What software are you using to live stream? OBS. And I'm not so happy when the sound disappears. It's the second time the sound disappears for some reason. I'm using an extremely complicated way to stream because there's no live stream gear to buy. So I'm using my Canon 5D Mark IV, shooting in live view, and it goes via USB 3. I'm not taking the HDMI port because it doesn't work. Actually, now I think no, it doesn't. You need to have a. But then I have like 3 plugins to make this work, and it's only HD. So yes, I'm very tired, Philip. It's been some crazy weeks. Yes, see you in 7 days, Dino. Thank you, everyone. We will close down now. Mat och potatis. Good idea. Yes, I would just need some sleep. Is there any delay with OBS? Yes, there is. So you have to go in and you have to try out, record in OBS, take it into Premiere, see how many frames is off. Now I'm almost okay. There is a tiny bit of delay, but it's fine. Okay, thank you guys. Now I think we should close this. And yes, take care. Take care all. Thank you, Philip, and everyone. Thank you for watching, and I'd like to thank all the coffee supporters supporting keeping this YouTube channel alive. Thank you very much. And I will go now. So take care, guys, and see you next Sunday.